Wait a minute. Are you telling me you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
Hey guys, today is December 1st, 2017, and I'm finally getting to open my, I think this is month 4 for the DeLorean, the Eagle Moss build, the Back to the Future DeLorean build. As you guys know, I am Brad M73, so welcome to the video. But yeah, this actually came a little bit over a week ago. Interesting, there's not a bottom anymore. I haven't opened it. Matter of fact, it's been sitting in my living room for almost 2 weeks now. And so, yeah, I just wanted to do a quick unboxing, and we'll burp on camera, as I always love to do. No, I really don't know where that came from. Sorry, guys. You know me, I'm always like super classy. That's why you love me. Everybody's unsubscribing right now. So yeah, we're opening up the box. This is an interesting box. So we've got a tire. I can think of at least one subscriber who's going to just like start making jokes right now. We have this looks like it might be, okay, this is issue 11. This is the rear suspension mounts, I think. And I think these have to be primer gray. So I'm gonna have to actually do some research on this and get back with you. We have, let's see, issue 12, which looks like it's one of the rear wheels. Do I have another tire somewhere? I don't see one anywhere if I do. So this is rear suspension, rear disc brakes, the foldy things, all that good stuff. And then we have, looks like basically the exact same thing, but for the other side. So hopefully you can see all that. We have a, dear customer, we are sorry to inform you that your free DeLorean license plate due to be included with your shipment today is currently on back order. So we're 2 for 2. We haven't gotten the notebooks and we haven't gotten the license plates. I knew that the license plate was supposed to come with this shipment. This is really disappointing. You know, again, December of 2017, Eagle Moss kind of doesn't have their ducks in a row on this build, I don't think. So, you know, hopefully we'll get it in the next shipment, or the shipment after that, or the shipment after that. I just have no idea. And then we have our, I guess these are our next 4 issues. 11, make sure 12, 13, and 14. And I'm just going to look at the last issue here, because I want to see if, okay, so issue 15, we're going to get the final tire, the final wheel. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and bust out issue 11, and we'll see you back in just a moment. Okay, so here is issue 11. We've got our parts here, and we have our instructions. So we're going to look at the booklet really quick. We've got all of our car parts, all of the build instructions, production diaries, come on now, more production diaries, Eric Stoltz again. I think there's going to be a lot of Eric Stoltz stuff in this. Inside the Time Machine, and some little bit about Biff Tannen, and then our next issue is the left rear axle. Let's go ahead and get this open. And I don't have the right blade on my X-Acto knife, do I? No, I don't. Okay. Nothing there. So first, let's get our issue open here to the actual build. I need to do some painting on this. And I'm pretty sure these two parts, the engine mount here, and these bits, and these. Oh, this is plastic. This is metal. You can obviously tell. This is metal. So these go somehow on here. Up here like this, I think. Not really sure which side is which. This side here. Now the bigger question is, should I paint this? Should I paint this? But these pieces won't get painted. The little suspension swing arms, they're actually black on the real DeLorean, so I'm not painting those. Though these will actually need paint. Now, if you guys are wondering what type of paint I'm using, I am using the Tamiya Surface Primer L. It's gray. That's the light surface primer, if I'm not mistaken. And unfortunately, I don't see like a model number. Like usually they have like a number, but it's the light surface primer for plastic and metal in gray. And you can get it from most online hobby stores. I would say Tower Hobby because that's usually my go-to company, but they've been out of it for like 2 months now. And I called them, I don't know, a week or so ago, and they're like, yeah, we don't know when we're getting it. So I ordered it from, I think, a place called RC Hobby. So let's see here. So I'm just going to kind of set these parts out really quick. So we've got this. And then I think both of these pieces are identical. So this will go like this. And then again, these pieces have like this kind of a like a step. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a step there. And so they only go in one way. I think this goes over here. Oh no. This would go over here. Because there's basically like a little hole here. There's a pin right there that's going to set up into that hole. So that's how you know which side it goes on. I've actually seen a lot of videos where people are majorly screwing this up. Okay, that's going to be a little bit of a challenge there. Do I want to paint now? I think I'm wanting to paint, do the primer now, as opposed to later. And then these plastic bits basically just go on the back of these. And again, it's all going to need to be painted. So, yeah. I think I am going to need, yeah, I am going to need to paint now because otherwise I'm going to have to put these pieces in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to wash these pieces off with soap and water, do a really quick wipe down with isopropyl alcohol, and we'll be back when I'm ready to do the assembly work. Okay, welcome back, guys. We've got our parts primed. with the primer, which I left in the other room, but you guys have already seen that. So I guess first we're going to need to get some DM screws out here. And what have I done with all of my screwdrivers? Oh no, I don't want to poke holes in it. Now, did I magnet? Yes, I did. Kind of. I'm gonna get my... Oh wait, I magnetized all these. Look at this. And I even put more magnets on there. Okay. Oh, I magnetized my screwdriver to my other screwdriver. Does this... Ooh, this actually fits pretty nice into the DM screws. Okay, so we have this piece, and this is gonna go here. Hopefully you guys can see this. Always make sure before you start turning the screwdriver that the screwdriver is all the way down into the threads of the screw. That's kind of how threads get broken, by not doing that. Looks like we've got some excess paint down in here. I think no, this one's going in a little bit easier, which is nice. Okay. Okay. So we've got this piece. Now we need the two suspension arms. Are they magnetic? No, which means it's pot metal. And let's see. It doesn't really show us how these go in, but I'm going to assume that, well, let's see. It has the curved end down here, but it doesn't have this little notch. So is this, does that go in there? Or is this? No, I think this goes in here like this. And we need the HM screws, which we get 3 of. Okay. And I guess we'll just put this through like this. So yeah, that's a little bit of a deviation of the parts. What the heck is going on here? Wait a second. Yes, okay. Not really a fan of that. There we go. The old Millennium Falcon screwdriver's coming through for us today. There doesn't have enough leverage though. So I'm just trying to go gently, making sure that as I push, I'm not jumping threads here. And it's kind of a difficult task to keep that aligned with the other hole. Okay, now I think I've got it. It almost feels like I'm stripping this screw out. I think what I'm going to need to do here is back this all the way out. See, that goes right in there. Okay. So basically there's no thread in here. I guess the thread is inside this piece, which is interesting. Ah. It's actually kind of difficult to line. Okay, there we go. I want to try to get this all the way through. I think that's going to be way too small. Let's see. And I've misplaced my other precision screwdriver. Don't do that unless it's under. Oh, there it is. It's hiding under the Millennium Falcon. There we go. There. So we've got that all the way through now. Oh, this is such a superior screwdriver. Get yourself a good set of precision screwdrivers, guys. All right, so again, nope, wait, yes. So we're starting like this. Oops. So why is it being such a fart knocker here when it was going right through no problem before? This piece almost seems like it's rotating around. I'm wondering if maybe I should get some chamber locks or vice grips to kind of lock those in place, or channel locks, not chamber locks. Do we get it? I think we got it this time, guys. Thankfully. There we go. All right. Phew. Now, I wonder if I want to paint over these. Okay, so now we got to do the other one, which is going to be equally fun, if not more so. Probably not. All right. There should not be any play right there. Okay. I think the problem with these screwdrivers is that the tip is a little bit too pointed. It needs to be less pointy, and that way you end up not stripping screws as easily. Well, this one's going much easier. Oh, this one right in. No problem. All right. Okay. So there we have the first part. Next, we need part 11C, which looks like it's this one. And you can tell, yeah. So there's the pinhole, there's the pin there, and then the two holes. So this is going to go right there, and yeah, it fits perfectly. So 2 DM screws. There we are. Okay. Now once you've got both screws in there, it becomes a little bit easier. There we go. Ah, I hit a nerve. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put this, I'm kind of skipping forward a little bit. Let's just go ahead and pop that in there. I just think that doing it this way would be a little bit easier than not having the other post in the way. Oh, another half turn and then it tightens up. Okay. Nope. Opposite. Perfect. So again, we set this side in place right here. Oh, I wish I used to have an old Craftsman, like a Sears Craftsman fine tip Phillips head screwdriver, which was like the awesomest screwdriver on earth, and someone walked off with it one time. Never steal a man's tools. That's about as low as you can go. Okay. So now this side. And I don't know if we attached this to the chassis in this issue yet or not. I guess we'll find out, hey? And this is what I was afraid of, making this a gigantic pain. Oh, this is such a pain. But I guess there's not really a better way to do it. Oh, did I? I think that's the last. Pretty much got it in there. Yep. Okay. So, is that it? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. So, now we've got to get our chassis out here. Ta-da! And then we flip it over. And then this apparently goes like this. Oh, I think I see the holes. There's like a pin. There's basically two pins on the top of here, and there's these little pinholes. One right there, the other one, I don't know if you can see it right there, but it's basically just a mirror of that. So it's kind of like these two holes and the pin line up with these two holes, or these three holes. So hopefully you can see that. Okay. Oh. All right. Then I guess this just attaches with more DM screws. 2 for each side. And we've got 3 DM screws left over. Did I miss something? What's weird is, look here. There's 2 holes in these bits, but there's only 1 hole. So I guess they've changed the design. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, don't ask. It's better not to ask. I still think it's kind of funny that we have this like little side plate here that looks like it was cut in by a 4-year-old, but it's like that on both sides, so I don't know what that's all about. This heads on these screwdrivers suck. But we're almost done. trying to make sure I push down enough that I'm, you know, I don't skip the threads on the screws, because that is bad, very bad. Okay. All right, so that's rock solid. There's the chassis. So hopefully you guys can see that. And get that out of the way. We've got our floppy wheels here that can't decide whether or not they want to flop or not. This is just leftover plastic, which we can toss. With the rest of it, we've got a few DM screws. We've got 3 DM screws left and 1 MH screw. So I'll put that in my pile of screws. And that's it. That's it for issue 11. And then I think in the next issue, we are actually going to start... I might actually do the next 2 issues together, because it's basically the left and right rear suspension. So we'll have the left rear axle, the right rear axle, and I think I've got some painting. I know one of the axle bits. I think it's this piece here. I'm gonna have to paint primer. This is black. The main axle is black, though I think it has some like silver. I think some of these little round bits on them, I guess, are painted silver. I think this piece is also primered, but I'm gonna have to check it out. So we'll look at it. We will look at it in the next issue, and I don't know. Hope for the best, because I've heard these next 2 issues can be really finicky with parts not, you know, like wobbling around and things like that. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But guys, until next time, please do not forget to hit that like button. It helps me out tremendously. Please leave comments. Let me know how I'm doing. If you'd like to support the build, the donation link is down in the video description. And please subscribe for this and many more videos. This has been issue 11 of the Eaglemoss Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. And so we're finally... it's getting bigger day by day. Well, guys, I'm Brad M73. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.